Questions to ask before buying new clothes. Hi there, it's Luigi, and welcome to Catapult Capitalism, your guide in making smart financial moves for your future. If you enjoy watching our videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload a new video. In today's video, we're going to dive into the important questions to ask yourself before buying new clothes. Shopping for clothes may be a great way to spend a day. I mean, who doesn't like shopping? And in many circumstances, whether for a job, school, or a particular occasion, purchasing clothes is a requirement. However, for many people, purchasing clothes is just one aspect of a bigger habit of overspending. Clothing is, in fact, the most popular purchase category among those with shopping addictions. It might be tough to break the habit, but there are several tactics you can do to make it a little simpler. Here are some questions to consider. How often will you wear it? Before you buy a piece of clothing item, try to consider how often you'll wear it. This allows you to calculate the cost per use and, as a result, how cost-effective an item is. The lower the cost per use is, the more frequently you'll be able to wear a piece of clothing. Here's how to figure out your cost per use. Assume you want to spend $150 on rain boots that you want to use 3 times a week for 4 months, or 48 days each year. That works out to $3.12 per use per year. The cost per use is quite cheap, so while $150 may seem like a lot to spend on rain boots, it would still be a wise investment. But suppose you want to spend $150 on a party dress that you will only wear once or twice a year. That works up to $75 yearly cost per usage, which is substantially greater than the rain boots. By using cost per use as a guideline, you may spend more on products you'll wear regularly, such as jeans, and less on items you'll only wear sometimes, such as a pair of gold shoes you only wear to weddings. Does it match your other clothes? One of the costliest shopping blunders you can ever make is purchasing something just to discover that it doesn't go with anything else that you possess. If you're lucky, you'll be able to return the thing. Otherwise, it'll languish in your closet for years until you find a way to get rid of it. When you go shopping and you see something you like, you start thinking about what else you can pair with it. For example, if you see a pair of olive green trousers, you start to consider the black turtleneck, white polo, or red checkered long sleeve shirt that you can match with it. The rule of thumb is to think of at least 3 more goods that you own that go well with what you want to buy. If you are unable to do so, return the item. The same is true for accessories such as jewelry and shoes. Don't buy earrings or shoes until you can see yourself wearing them with the other items you currently possess. Would you buy this if it wasn't on sale? How many times have you purchased something just because it was a good deal? Don't feel terrible. Sales are great, but not everything that goes on sale is a good buy. If you encounter something on sale that you weren't shopping for, consider if you'd spend full price for it. If not, it's likely that you don't require it or don't really want it. This question helps you avoid purchasing something just because it appears to be too good to pass up. Will this cost you more money? Before purchasing clothing or accessories, check the care instructions to determine how to wash and dry the item. Doing this ahead of time can save you money on dry clean only items, which are more expensive to take care for. Also, if you want something that has to be fitted, consider the expense before purchasing it. A simple hem costs approximately $10, while more intricate tailoring can range from $20 to $60. Add this to the sale price to get an accurate estimation of the item's true cost. No matter how thrifty you are, everyone succumbs to impulsive purchases from time to time. However, the more you give in, the more damaging it might be to your financial situation. Overspending is a typical impediment to meeting important financial objectives, such as saving 10% of your gross income for retirement or accumulating a 3-month emergency cash cushion. Spending more than you can afford or purchasing items you don't need might throw your financial stability out of whack. Instead of succumbing to impulses, devise tactics that act as a barrier between the want to buy and the act of purchasing. How to stop impulse clothing purchases. Shop with a list. Make a list of what you truly need to buy, whether it's groceries, Christmas gifts, or clothes, and challenge yourself to keep to it. Whether it's chips or designer shoes on sale, you'll always find something you didn't realize you wanted. Using a list as a shopping strategy keeps you focused and less likely to get sidetracked by anything that isn't on the list. So yeah, stick to that list. Establish a waiting period rule. Make it a rule that you will allow yourself time to ponder before purchasing anything over a particular price, such as $50 or $100. Depending on your proclivity to splurge, this period might range from 1 hour to a whole month. The longer you can wait though, the better. By sleeping on it, you can give yourself at least 24 hours to consider if buying something is a necessity or a random impulsive purchase. That gives you enough time for your temptation to subside, so you may approach the purchase with a clear head if you truly require it. If you're shopping at a physical store and come across something you believe you can't live without, take a photo of it and its price. You can go back for the item once your waiting time has expired, and you can even utilize the information you get on the item to perform online comparison shopping. Reevaluate what you already own. You undoubtedly have a lot of stuff if you're a compulsive shopper, such as a wardrobe full of clothing or a garage full of electronics. So before you go out and buy something you probably don't need, take a look at what you currently have. Paring down is sometimes the key to determining what you truly use. This way you can find more joy in those goods rather than acquiring more. Another method is to better arrange your possessions so that you can see all that you have. Try a no spending challenge. Set up a personal challenge to reduce impulse spending over a certain time period. Making no spend days a game might help you stick to them and uncover spending triggers, such as shopping online for clothes or dining out too regularly. If eliminating all frivolous spending is too difficult, pick certain areas that cause you problems, such as shoes or costly drinks. Eliminate these from your spending for a set length of time. Did you know that shopping in the evening can be a particularly bad time to make decisions if you're home alone, bored, or impaired after a few glasses of wine? Yes, so you always have to maintain a clear head. You've most likely heard the phrase retail therapy. However, there are many other techniques to relieve stress that do not need spending money. Even being sleepy or hungry when shopping might be hazardous. Instead of rationally considering a purchase, you might simply add items to your cart and check out right away. Why don't you consider postponing your shopping trip till you're better rested and your stomach isn't growling? Spending time to improve your mood may help temporarily, but it might cost you in the long term. It could create a vicious loop in which you are irritated or anxious and purchase something impulsively, and then afterwards you get even more stressed out since you purchased something you don't even need. Putting time between the urge and the action is the greatest approach to resisting any impulse. So the more time you give yourself to relax, reflect on your goals, and contemplate the purchase, the simpler it'll be to resist. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification icon so you can be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Catapult Capitalism, and I'll see you later.